Old Naira notes. Wortless-Ahmad blasts Rufai and Ganduje and others for expressing anger over stolen public funds. Wow. So Ganduje, Rufai, and some other governors and individuals are angry, especially Gbajabiamila, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that Buhari government has failed, and are angry with the entire Naira redesign policy and all of that. Now, Wortless-Ahmad has come out now to blast Rufai, Ganduje, and others that their interest is on their stolen funds that is becoming worthless, and which is true anyway. So let's see what Wortless-Ahmad has to say. Wortless-Ahmad, the special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on digital communications, has lambasted governors Nasser El-Rufai and Abdullahi Ganduje for their angry outburst over the decision of the regime and the Central Bank of Nigeria to phase out old Naira notes. In a series of social media posts on Thursday, the presidential aide claimed both governors El-Rufai and Ganduje are only angry because the money they have stolen and stashed are now worthless due to the regime's stance that the old notes are no longer tenderable, despite Supreme Court's judgment temporarily stopping the plan. Both governors have both filed a motion for their states, Kaduna and Kano, to be joined to an open suit brought by some other states in the country before the Supreme Court suit seeking to stop the regime from going forward with the plan. The presidential media aide also dared both governors to directly deposit the alleged stashed money they are claiming were legally gotten to CBN and Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit and Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to investigate the legality of the money. They have stashed money and now they are useless, Mr. Ahmad said in the series of posts. He added, "That is the reason for all the fuming. Ganduje and co don't care about the masses. If the money Ganduje and friends are shouting about is legit, why don't they deposit it to CBN, the EFCC, and the NFIU? Okay, and NFIU will wait for them to verify." Mr. Ahmad's words were in response to Messrs. El-Rufai and Ganduje's constant criticism of the regime's plan to render the old 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes an illegal tender ahead of the February 25 presidential election, with many speculating the policy was put to punish some candidates during the poll. They have also ordered residents in their state to continue carrying out their day-to-day transactions with the old notes, and even Mr. Ganduje had threatened businesses in Kano, including commercial banks, with government sanctions if they refuse to accept the currency. On Thursday, Mr. Buhari ordered the CBN to begin releasing only the 200 Naira notes into the circulation, with the new one for next 60 days, okay, while reaffirming that the higher note 500 and 1,000 are now illegal tender, a move that many, including House Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila, characterized as disregard for rule of law. English, according to data people. The key here is that what Wortless-Ahmad is saying, I think, is very, very correct, because the truth here is they have stashed money. The governors, especially APC governors, have stashed money. Kano, it was the state they saw about 22.5 billion Naira cash stashed by APC team, readiness to swap with the new Naira note for vote buying. Now the whole of that money is useless. You cannot tell me that El-Rufai did not stash money. There's a reason these guys are angry. It's not because they like the masses. These people never loved the masses before now. ASU is there. They didn't intervene. Arrest of Kano, and then the rule of law was disobeyed, court judgment was disobeyed, Kanu is still detained. They didn't say anything. Several other things have been going on in the country. They didn't cough. Now, why is this issue of Naira redesign a major issue for them? Okay, and that is why these two governors, I'm sure they will be the closest suspect among people sponsoring calculated riots and demonstrations and protests in the country. So they will say the masses are protesting. So Ahmad, the special assistant to the president on digital communication, is saying that these two governors and others are crying wolf because of the amount of money they have stashed, and now those monies are useless. And obviously they are useless. Okay, obviously they are useless. Now these governors actually have joined suit to stop the federal government and the CBN from implementing that rule, but that policy. But unfortunately, with the address or national address that the president made yesterday morning, it shows that 500 naira notes and 1,000 naira notes are still illegal and will continue to be illegal for now. He just tried to allow 200 naira note to still be pumped in circulation for the next 2 months alongside the new note, just to strike a balance between the public hardship and the policy effectiveness. That is the truth. So the truth is, again, we've seen a situation where the Edo State Governor and Bayelsa State Governors also joined the suit with federal government to challenge those governors and supporting the federal government and CBN on the policy. And because of that, there was a serious riot in Edo State, Benin City, which the Edo State government fingered or accused Oshomole of sponsoring those protests, that there was no need for it. So actually APC as a party and even PDP, I don't think PDP is completely exempted. A lot of them have stashed money that they can use, okay, to buy votes. Unfortunately, this CBN policy has made those monies worthless and useless, and the plan not going to be fruitful for them, because everything about financial inducement is what we're trying to guide against during this general election, so as to make it free and fair as promised by the incumbent government. This is serious. This is serious. So Rufai and Ganduje will continue to, they continue to agitate. Rufai has ordered his people in his state to continue to use the old Naira note, while Ganduje also ordered his people to continue to use the old Naira note. And they also, sometime last week, over the weekend, closed one business. They call it one supermarket, for rejecting old Naira notes. I don't know whether that supermarket has been reopened back. The governors are threatening to arrest anybody that will reject the old Naira note. Now, Lagos State government yesterday has also made out plans immediately to start arresting people that are rejecting the old Naira notes. All those things will not work. The situation is in, and it's not going to change probably until after election. Okay, because these people have stashed money, and now the policy is frustrating them. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They are now angry, fighting. It's APC fighting APC. This is your government that you have run for the past 7.5 years or more, and now getting ready to go. Now you are getting angry. You have just 3 months, March, April, and May, to be in power, and you go. Okay, so how come today now the internal fight in APC because of this money policy is even more than the fight in Nigeria? They will continue to fight. God has thrown confusion in their midst, because they never planned well, they never did well for the full 8 years. And failure is imminent, defeat is imminent for them, and that is why they are fighting all of this. And I don't understand the reason why Rufai is supporting Tinubu like fire. I'm sure they must have signed a pact. I'm sure Rufai, irrespective of the fact that he said he was going to resign from politics or retire from politics and go home, more obviously will be nursing presidential agenda come maybe 2027 or 2031. I'm sure. So he has a plan that he's hiding, but it will leak. That is the truth. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment for learning and sharing.